A proverb a day makes the folly go away. Proverbs 11:22. This is going to be interesting. Ladies, please don't come for my neck. This is coming from the word. So you take it up with Solomon, not me. Proverbs 11:22. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman without discretion. At the end of the day, what we're saying here is beauty without wisdom is wasted potential. It's like misusing something precious. So in biblical times, pigs were deemed as unclean, dirty, and unattractive. So we're looking at a gold ring, which is precious. I mean, it's pretty clear. It's like when we had those SAT questions in the past, and it's like if car is to road, then plane is to air type thing. Same thing here. A gold ring is something that's precious. Discretion is precious. Wisdom is precious. Discretion is precious. And pig is unclean. Hence, not to say that, and then again, not to say that all beautiful women are unclean, but just trying to find the intent of the verse is that you can be beautiful and still be unclean. You can be beautiful and still be unattractive inside. And guys, I've said this before and I'll say this again. Just because she has the busty chest and the big booty and the big thighs and all that stuff, and she got a cute face, does not mean that she's wifey material. You have to see what is going on in here and in here. Because if there's nothing going on, if she doesn't have discretion, if she doesn't have the slightest bit of wisdom, I'm not saying have the wisdom of Solomon, but if she doesn't have discretion in her decisions, then what are you doing? That's this. And what's interesting is that I think if we're talking in terms of, let's say, like, for those that don't know, the red pill that degrade women and all that stuff, I think they would probably use this verse. Because if you're just beautiful, and because what they do is that they reach out to beautiful women, and that's it. Beautiful women physically. Just saying beautiful women just it just irks me, because it's like, just because you look good physically does not make you beautiful. You're just attractive. And even then, like, to find somebody that's physically attractive but thinks a certain way, has a specific lifestyle, morals and values, and or lack thereof, and it makes them unattractive, it makes them very unattractive. Same thing like with seeing a gold ring in a pig snout. It's like, yo, it's there. It's there. Everybody has a potential to gain wisdom. Everybody has a potential to have discretion in their mind. It is there. God has provided us with it. The question is, are we using it or not? Just like with the gold ring and the pig snout, it's just there. Something that's precious is being used on an unclean pig. It's being wasted. It's being wasted. And that shouldn't be something that we're thriving for. That shouldn't be something that we're looking for as men. Just being straight up. If we're looking for a woman, you have to have something going on in here, because she's not going to be the one that's going to be able to take care of the house like you need her to. She's not going to be able the one that's going to be able to help assist with the finances like you're going to need her to. She's not going to be the one that's going to be able to take care of the kids the way that you need her to. She's not going to be able to want to just be that person to assist you in life as you need her to. She's just going to do whatever it is that she feels without thinking, because she lacks discretion. It's pretty point blank, period. It's very important to look at a woman that has wisdom, to seek women that have wisdom, that have morals, that have values, that think before they act. Because if you just have a woman that just acts and they don't think, as we'll see later on in Proverbs, you're going to be caught in a very unfortunate situation, that I've seen plenty of men get into. And it sucks. It sucks. I don't want to say that you choose poorly, but you didn't put in much thought into this individual, or you were hoping that they would change because, they look good, or, they do some stuff for you. Some stuff that you know exactly what stuff I'm talking about. And then you just thought, oh, yeah, I could just deal with it. Nah, bro. We're not just here just to just deal with. We're here to grow. If you have discretion, that means that you're able to grow. And if you're able to grow, that means that you're willing to put in effort into something for more, which is what is ultimately what we're here for. It's ultimately what God wants us to have. He wants us to be able to grow. He wants us to be able to live a happy lifestyle, and he wants us to be able to thrive in life. He wants to give us everything that we want, but because we're sinners, we have to work for it. But that's where discretion becomes more important, because if you don't have discretion, then the work efforts that you put in are going to be for naught. If you have a woman, that's just going to be either dead weight or going to be an opposing force to everything that you're trying to push through. Why would we do that to ourselves? I don't get it. So guys, don't stay out that woman's DMs, please. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Don't stay out of her DMs. She's not the one. If the conversation isn't going anywhere, she's not the one. If you can't have a biblical conversation with the individual, I don't want to say that she's not the one, but she has to be open to the situation. Like, and that's interesting when it comes to relationships. Like, how do you deem the person that is for you? Oh, well, ultimately, it's just a matter of spending time. I don't think we should be mixing and dabbling with those that aren't of the faith, but the Bible doesn't say specifically that you can't. So at the end of the day, I don't think you should put yourself in a situation where you're just miserable or having to dumb yourself down or lacking growth or fulfilling your duties as a man of a household. Call me old fashioned. I don't care, because the people that are the men of the households are the ones that are winning and living the lifestyle that I strive to live for my family. So it is what it is, y'all. But that also goes in part to women. Don't just sit here and think that you're just beauty and nothing else. You're more than that. You are more than just the thighs and the rear end that God gave you or your mama gave you. You are more than just the pretty looks that you got, with or without the makeup. You are more than all the curves and, the well-shaven legs and all that stuff. You are more than that. All of you women have some dignity in yourself, respect for yourself. This is the body that God gave you. A lot of women aren't going to like this, but you were designed to aid a man in growing a house and growing a family and reproducing and then teaching the next generation of the God that lives and provided us with life. That ultimately is your duty, while the man is here to protect you and provide for you and love you as God loved the church. You can't do that if all you know is just how to twerk or do some things that only married people should be doing, or, buy stuff. You have to know how to use this, because you can't help build a house without it. You need this just as much as your husband will have this, and you can't function off of anything else. Well, you function off of this, less so this. You need this. So women, do not function just off of your looks. Use what you have to your advantage so that you become suited for a man and building. And again, a lot of people are not going to like that idea, but ultimately, this is what we're here for. Don't be unclean pigs with gold rings in your snout. Be beautiful, but be beautiful with discretion. Then you'll unlock your full potential. No more Instagram models. None of that. No more, what do they call those? OFs. None of that. Use your mind. Now, one can say that they're using their mind, but ultimately, at the end of the day, they're using their mind with their body. Use your mind with your mind. It is this that true men want. They want your mind and they want your soul. True men want that. And you want a true man. You don't want a man that just wants you because you look good. You don't. You don't want a man that looked at you and was just like, oh yeah, I want a piece of that. And then now they sitting here hawking you and telling you a whole bunch of good things, because they're going to lie their way through just so that they can get you into bed. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. But you have to use your mind and your soul. Take your time and evaluate yourself in your life and the decisions that you make, so that you can make the best decisions, so that you can make biblical decisions. But don't just take my word for it. Read the word yourselves. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Take it easy.